If you're watching this video, then you are considering, thinking about, what has crossed your mind to join the military? That's what's up. I'm here for it. I want to give you some things to think about before taking that jump, or completely disowning it, saying it's not for me, walking away from the idea that crept into your mind. What makes me valid? Well, I've been in the military for 8 years. I'm a staff sergeant, which is an E6 in the Army. I joined for all the interesting reasons. 8 years ago, I was at the worst point in my life. I was living in poverty, making probably $10 an hour, maybe. I've made as low as 8. Had nothing going for myself. I had 2 children that I was taking care of, and honestly, that was it. That was all I had going for myself. I was in this whirlwind of making bad decisions. I was living this life where I wasn't thinking about the consequences of the things that I did or was doing. I was only thinking, I need to survive right now. I need to get out of this right here, right now. I was struggling, drowning in every area of my life, financially, personally, emotionally, mentally. And then one day I said, I think I'm gonna join the military. And I went to the recruiter and I did all the things to join. And it was the longest, hardest process. I went to MEPS like 8 times. Like, there was one time when I went and they didn't have one paper, and I had to sit there for my recruiter to come pick me up, like hours just sitting there. I didn't realize then what I know now, that when things are hard, it's worth it. So I want to give you these, I ain't a recruiter. Yeah, I'm not a recruiter, okay? But to make you think, because when I joined, I didn't have access to information the way that it is out there now. I didn't have people telling me the real deal. I didn't have people answering questions or saying, hey, you might want to consider this. You might want to think about this. You might want to do this. Now, my very last tip is going to be for parents. So y'all can save and wait to the very end, because this is not about just being a parent. It's not just about being a single parent. This is about, if you are looking to join, thinking about it, considering it, crossed your mind, these are the things that you need to think about before making that decision, yay or nay. So let's talk about it. First one, and what throws everyone off track, so let's just start off with number 1. There are parts that suck. There are times in my military career when I'm like, what the heck am I doing? And why? Who came up with this? Why we gotta do this? It's hot out here. I'm hungry. Y'all want me to eat a meal out of a bag? Like, this is stupid. Who came up with this? And then there are times when you're like, oh my God, this is great. This is so cool. I wish other people could see this. Wow, I can't believe this is me and what I'm doing. And this is cool. Like, for real, like, y'all, like, cool stuff. But you have to understand that to get to the cool parts, there's a part that sucks. Now, the military teaches you how to embrace it. It's weird. It's like, this sucks, but I know that on the other side, there's all these great things to it. You just have to learn to embrace the suck. And part of embracing it is knowing that there are some parts that suck. Literally, in my last training, it was about 60 E6s. We've been in the Army for a minute, outside doing dumb stuff in the heat, 100-degree weather. It sucked, but we had to do it. It was part of it. So whatever, we did it. We got through it, and we got through that training. Part of it sucks. Knowing that there are parts that suck will help you to, when those times come, to not be in that mindset of, oh, this sucks. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be here. I hate my career. This sucks. Instead, you're like, this part sucks, but I've done some really cool stuff. I'm able to take care of my family. I'm able to, save money and live a lifestyle that I never thought I would be able to do. I realized that I actually have some amazing skills that I never would have known had the Army not taken me under its wing and allowed me to be part of the team. So yes, some part sucks, but there's some great parts too. I guess number 2, I should say, You have to play the game, right? It is all about mindset, all about mindset. The army, the military in general, is about how you take the things that are presented to you. Are you going to take it negatively? Or are you going to do the best with what you got and make it happen? And that's what you got to do. You have to play the game. And if you join, you'll learn what the game is, but it's like being at the right place at the right time, in the right uniform, taking the orders that are given to you, as long as they're not, you know, crazy, immoral, making you break the law. Do the orders that are given to you. Find your niche. And that's weird to say when it comes to the military, but are you going to be the go-to? Are you going to be the person that makes everyone laugh? Are you going to be the person who's always in trouble? Are you going to be the quiet person that just sits there and get the work done and go home, right? So find who you are in that balance. And then your niche, what are you really, really good at, and how can you stand out from the crowd? And we can do a whole nother video about standing out from the crowd, because it's part of it. You have to set yourself apart in order to be successful and have continued success in the military. But right now, we're just trying to see if y'all want to get in. So, telling you, play the game. And as you get more rank, guess what? The game changes. Sometimes I'll be like, y'all can have this. Y'all can have this rank, because I ain't never in my life thought I would have to do some of the things I have to do, but it's part of it. It's part of the game. Yeah, play it. Do as much as you can. And little caveat to that, you will get out of it what you put into it. So if you join the military and you choose to go to school because they pay for it, and you choose to go to military schools because they pay for it, and you choose to excel in certain areas and they send you for different training and courses, guess what? They pay for that too. You will build your military resume, and you will become not only a well-rounded soldier, but a well-rounded person. You will start to gather all these tools and these different skill sets that are great for even when you get out of the military. If you choose to come in grumbling and stomping your feet because you had one or more than one bad instance or something that put a bad taste in your mouth, y'all, everything that's outside of the military is in it. Everything. So just go in knowing that. But if you've had bad experiences and it really turned you off, and now you no longer want to do the schools, and you no longer want to let them pay for college, and you no longer want to let them give back to you for your service, then you're doing a disservice for yourself. So do as much as you can. Make friends. Build a community. Go to college. Even if you don't know what you want to go to school for, guess what? General studies is at the beginning of every degree. Go to college. Just do all the things. Live a well-rounded life, because that's what the military wants you to do. You're going to work hard, like whether you want to or not. So why not enjoy your life as well? Those downtimes, those weekends, those long weekends off or leave or whatever. Who else do you know get 30 days a year to be off? Like, yo, I just be taking leave like crazy, because we have it. We have built-in holidays where we're off, and we got regular leave. So it's clutch a little bit. This one for the people in the back. It's for the people in the back. You will have bad leadership. It's inevitable. You will have bad leadership. It's gonna happen. So I remember, I think I was in AIT, like first year in training. We were all sitting out there. It was hot. They were talking to us. And I want to say the commander maybe at the time was saying, you know, you'll have bad leadership. What you do is, I hope y'all can't hear Dylan. He in there playing that video game, and he be so loud. I had a commander that said, look, you got two pockets. You got a good pocket and a bad pocket. The things that you see, that you, I ain't trying to be that type of leader. I will never talk to my soldiers that way. I ain't never going to address people like that. I'm never going to make people feel like that. I'm just not going to be that type of leader. You put that in your back pocket. And then the things that you see, like, okay, sorry, so-and-so, okay. You know, that's the type of leader I want to be. Those are the things, the characteristics that I want to incorporate in my leadership style. Guess what? You put that in your good pocket. When you become a leader, you have good and bad things to play off of. You have experiences that have shaped your leadership style. And if you only see one side, whether good or bad, you're not going to be a well-rounded NCO. So bad leadership is going to happen. If it becomes toxic or immoral, make sure you use the appropriate channels to have the conversations necessary to make a positive change, right? So I'm not saying stay in toxic leadership, but I'm saying sometimes we just don't get along with people. Sometimes their vibe and my vibe just don't be vibing, but those things you're just gonna have and you're gonna have to get through. But don't let it deter your career. Don't let it mess up your money. Don't let it mess up your money. All right, so the last thing for everyone is that your family will not understand. Period. They're not going to understand why you want to join. They're not going to understand your lingo once you join. Y'all, my husband, we've been married for 5 years. He's been a military spouse for 5 years. He still don't understand them. He don't understand none of the things. And I'd be like, babe, oh my God, babe, really? I don't even think he'd be trying. But anyway, so they're not going to understand. They're not going to understand why you have to be away, why you can't just jump on an airplane and come on family vacation, why you gotta, do whatever it is that you're doing. Your family's not gonna understand, that's fine, right? In some instances, educate them, right? This is why I can't just come on a family vacation that y'all didn't tell me about in advance and it starts tomorrow. Or this is why I have to do this, or this is why I have to do that. And the other times, just break it down, right? Simple lingo works with my husband, but sometimes you are going to establish so many friends and battle buddies in your career that you'll have, conversations that you can have with your spouse, but you'll also have conversations that you can have with your battle buddies because they'll understand. My daily frustrations at work, I can't talk to my husband about it because he don't know what I'm talking about, and then it's going to make me more frustrating because he don't know what I'm talking about. But, if you're at work and you're venting or what, that's a whole thing. Don't be venting at work. You can't trust everyone. But what I'm saying is they're not going to understand, and that's something you need to go in knowing, right? You are joining an exclusive club if you choose to join that only the members of the club actually know 100% of the lingo and everything that's going on and whatnot, what have you. So know that. Now, for my parents, all my parents or future parents, y'all don't have kids yet and you're thinking one day you want to have a family, but you also want to join the military, then this is important to know as well. And that is you will be away from your family at times. It could be something as simple as training, which training could be a day, training could be 30 days, training could be 6 months. Just depends on the type of training that you're doing, right? You can't take your family to training, ever. Training. It could be TDY, where you're going away for a class, you're going away for a course, same thing. But you're going away for something, and you have to go to another location to do that training. And it could be a deployment, right? Deployments happen. It's the military. It's this underlying thing that, yes, you will be deployable, even though you might not deploy, but family can't go, right? So it's inevitable during some part of your career, you will be away from your family. So you need to have a care plan for your family, even if you're married. If I'm married, y'all, my ring is in the bathroom, but when I'm away, I have strict. I have instructions for my husband on what to do with the kids, the things that I do that he doesn't necessarily tag in on a frequent basis, a refresher, it's things that are in place when I have to be away for training for an extended period of time. So have a care plan for your kids or your family. And then there's things, I've done a couple videos on what I do, how we incorporate family time, or, just what it's like when I am away, and I'll link them in the description box for you guys if you want more information on that, or kind of a little bit more behind the scenes before making this decision. So all that to say, my nose itch. All that to say, guys, before making that life decision if you're going to join the military or not, make sure you ask these questions and more. Like, honestly, you should be racking your brain. You should be making a list, yes and no, and weighing your options of both. You should be looking at your life objectively. So not just about your feelings, but also about how the others around you will be impacted. That has some weight, but not all of it, but how it's going to create a different life. Is it the lifestyle that you would want? Is it the quality of life? Is it just financial, or are there other factors that need to be weighed in? This is a huge decision, but when I tell you joining the military has changed my life for the better, I was just telling my battle buddy, it's the best decision I've made, period, as an adult. So glad I did it. And it's not for everyone, but it was definitely for me. So thank you guys so much. I hope that you stick around. I don't do too much military content. I'm not even gonna hold you, but I do have a military playlist. So if you're here strictly for military stuff, check that out. If you like mommy, business owner type of stuff, subscribe and join the channel. And then check me out on Instagram because she lit over there as well. So thank you guys so much. I am Renee J, and I will see you guys in the next video and or vlog. Bye.